Well, hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we're about to go ahead and get into another episode of Court. It's messy, okay? We're about to go ahead and get into it. Look like we got Judge Simpson over here, so let us go ahead and get ready to check it out. If you have yet to like up the video, please make sure that you go ahead and do that right about now, okay? Um, yeah, let's get into it. Landlord done cut off the power, child.
There
Hold
is
on a
no
second,
power
ma'am.
in this.
Okay, hang on. I may vacate my dismissal on this. Court calls the case of Northwood property versus Brienne. Is it Porcia? Porcia?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I apologize. I have low vision. I can't see
Mm.
I can't see the
Gotcha.
screen. So,
Okay, it's okay. The plaintiff's attorney is not here. I guess they're saying he signed in, but hasn't signed back in. You're here. Are you moving to dismiss this case, ma'am?
what does that entirely mean?
That means this case would be over at least.
Does that mean that I would need to be served all over again?
Well, they'd probably have to start
Possibly.
over. They'd have to serve you with something.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, I would like to dismiss.
Case dismissed.
Oh, well, damn,
Thank
that
you
was
That's
so
quick.
without
much.
prejudice. They may come back and they may try to do something, but they'll have to. They'll at least have to try to start this case over and move to set it aside. But you'll get an opportunity
Okay.
to be heard if that happens. Okay.
Okay, moving forward, what do I do now?
What do you
Can
mean?
do I stay put? Can I tell you about the case or
No, you can't tell me about it. But yeah, you can stay where
okay.
you are because I'm not signing. This case is dismissed, so I'm not signing any orders telling you have to do anything.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a
Oh,
great
do you
new
have any
year.
advice about, I'm sorry, do you have any advice about how I should move forward?
No, I
Oh,
can't give. I can't give you legal advice.
okay, what about the fact that the power has been turned off prior
Excuse
to
me.
ever receiving any paperwork?
Oh, damn.
There
Hold
is
on a
no
second,
power
ma'am.
in this.
Okay, hang on. I may vacate my dismissal on this, but hold on. You
Girl, I know, Your Honor. I promise I know, Your Honor. Okay, I'm about stressed out as you. Okay, you was this close to getting the hell up out of here. You was that close to getting the up out of here. I'm glad it took her a minute to get that out, but I'm glad that she done told this man I ain't got no motherfucking power in this house. Hello, and the fact that she got this jacket on means it's cold as fuck in there. The audacity. Then you motherfuckers didn't show up for court. Oh hell no.
all right? Are you sight impaired, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, and you're telling me now that the heat is off or the
yes, on
electricity?
December 19th, before ever receiving any warning,
Not
they completely turned the power off, and I've been living here with no power.
bitch. Now, is this a roommate that did this? Somebody that may have left? Is this like the owner? Because that's some shady motherfucking shit to sit up there and cut that shit off right before Christmas. It's the holidays and you done cut that shit off on December 19th. Oh, wow. That's fucked
Since
up.
then.
Your goodness. So do you have a lease there? I do see it. Hold on.
Yes,
Okay, your lease expired, it looks like. Are you there by yourself, ma'am, or?
I have my best friend that's here that helps me with my vision. He,
Got it.
he
So has the lease
present
expired? That's why they cut the power off?
So you've been without electricity for
just about a
since the
week, and
19th?
that's actually about 2 months ago. My landlord turned off the power in the back of the house, which was what the room that I was renting out. So I had to move my bed out to the kitchen area because that
Ooh.
was where she just cut half of the power. So I had to move into the living room area to stay warm. And then now on the 19th of December, she fully cut off all the power. So,
Damn. So she cut off a piece of the power. You had to move into the front and then cut all of it off. See, this is where my question becomes, have you been paying rent? Now, granted, okay, whether you've been paying rent or not, I don't agree with a person's utilities being cut the hell off. Potentially, if it's included in your rent, maybe, but is that against the law? And different cities, counties, states have different laws or whatnot, but is it against the law to cut off a person's utilities like that if they haven't been paying? I'm just wondering. I don't know. Um, but damn, that's crazy. That sounds like a power trip of a landlord, and that also sounds like control. But again, it could be a mad ass landlord that ain't been getting no money. So I don't know, girl. That's wild,
Um,
ma'am.
was she supposed to? I'm trying to look through your lease real quick. Is it up to her utilities? Hang on. So you're sure she shut it off?
yes. I'm not, I asked her about it and she was
Confirm.
coy. So I don't know how I could prove that it was her giving, I don't have proof of it being specifically her.
Mm.
Okay,
But there's
let's do.
people that live above me that they have power. It's just
Ooh.
the bottom part of the apartment that has been shut off. So this whole
Okay,
building is not completely without power, just where I reside.
I got you. So
Is
here's
she
what I'm going to do, ma'am.
laying on her rent?
I'm going to vacate the dismissal. I'm not going to dismiss the case.
Mm.
Okay, because you can't continue like this, and it's about to get very cold out there
But
soon. Um,
okay,
And that's a good thing for you that it ain't dismissed, because if he done opened up this case, that means to me he finna make a ruling on what needs to happen, and they won't have to. From what it, I mean, I don't know if they can like appeal that, but I guess they could, but they wouldn't be able to present you with like a, for the same thing. I guess they'll appeal it or whatnot. But once he make his ruling, I feel like that ruling gonna about be final, because the goal is to get you power in your house. Okay, and hopefully whatever ruling he makes stands, but we'll have to see. Maybe they still can bring you to court for something else. But my question is, if you were already set to come to court and the landlord didn't show up, that makes me question whether you were behind on your rent and they're trying to get you the hell up out of there. And the only way they really could do that was to cut the power off at the back part of the house. Then you move to the front and they're like, oh, okay, you think you're smart. All right, babe, we're finna cut all this shit off. So it could have potentially been that. But then I feel like she's a woman with a disability, but people don't care about all of that. They don't be having no heart. They don't be caring about all of that when it come down to their coin. They be wanting their fucking money, you know. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this. Give me, for the people that's out there that working like as a landlord, leasing or anything, like let me know how that go. I forgot where this judge is located. I think is he in Michigan? I think he's in Michigan too. So y'all let me know.
I'm going to, here's what we're going to do. Their attorney signed in, but then signed out.
Mm.
okay,
So, um, I don't want to put you out to the 10th, which is my next date, with the circumstances as you're explaining them. Follow
okay,
that?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
what I want to do, so what's my, okay. I want noon. Yeah. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to sign back on at noon today.
okay,
Okay. We're going to try to get to the attorney in this to tell him that we want to see him here at noon today.
Yes.
And
okay,
let's see if we can get some of that resolved. Okay.
okay,
All right. So sign back on at noon. I'm not dismissing your case at this point. Sign back on at noon. We'll get the attorney here and see what we can do. All right.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good New
You're
Year.
welcome. You're welcome. We'll talk to you at noon. Okay. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
Northwood Property versus Bree.
I do think Judge Simpson is a pretty fair judge for the most part. Now he'll get in your ass, okay? But I think he's an understanding judge for the most part.
And Garcia. You're muted, Mr. Jerkis.
Edward Drukas for the plaintiff.
And your name, ma'am?
Brienne Portia.
Um,
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Jerkis.
I apologize for this morning. I was having technical difficulties. I did become aware of what occurred, and I believe I have rectified that situation. I need to get confirmation from Brienne or the tenant. Has there been any change since this morning, Brianna?
Yeah, it's Brienne. Yes, thank you. The power is back on. Thank you so much for that.
Y'all shiesty ass. Let me tell you, I hope that judge dig in your fucking coop high key. Cause y'all knew what the fuck y'all was doing. I don't like that. I don't like that. They had to get y'all on the calendar. And I guess y'all about called her to get like an update of some sort to see what happened. I don't know. Unless the judge told y'all better get that motherfucking power on. Y'all better get this on today. Before noon. Y'all had a few hours to get this shit on, okay? Now the first thing he want to do when he get on there is, has it everything been rectified? I had to check in with Bree. Bree, how is everything going? She's happy now because the power's back on. She done took that thick ass jacket off. Okay, I still hope the judge dig in their ass because y'all was wrong for that shit to begin with. Okay. I feel like they was trying to take matters into their own hands, Your Honor, if that's against the law, Your Honor. I think that you need to handle them accordingly.
It's
Okay, so the
life-saving.
power is back on. Well, I'm going to have to ask the question
That's
so
right.
that we know.
What you finna add?
I would certainly just then go ahead. I think this was going to be dismissed, right? It was going to be
Yes.
dismissed. However, the real question for the court becomes 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 1, 2, 3.
I can't read what
6,
you
7,
put in the
8,
chat.
9. It's okay. It's okay, ma'am. What was in the chat? What? I'm not sure what got put in the chat, but it was somebody else. Okay.
Oh,
It
So
probably was that motherfucking attorney.
okay.
it's okay. Here's what the issue is. Who shut off the electricity?
That's right.
I would have the understanding that it is in the landlord's name.
So
And
the landlord.
There are a couple units in that property, and I think the wrong one got turned off.
This nigga sit up here and tell me the wrong one got turned off. Your Honor, you better not go for that. You better not go for that, Your Honor. And let me tell you why you better not go for that, Your Honor. Because the girl just said that they cut it off with like a week or so prior, whatever it was, they cut off the first unit that she was in. She ain't had no heat in that. Then y'all turned around and cut this one off. So the whole unit ain't got power. So she had to sleep in the front, in the kitchen or wherever, living room, for a little bit of time before y'all cut that one off. Even if it was within a matter of a few days. So you mean to tell me that y'all cut off the wrong power twice? Your Honor, they trying to make a fool of you, Your Honor. They trying to make you look stupid, Your Honor. Digging at us, Your Honor.
And it was never brought to the attention that it was her specific unit.
If you're the landlord and you own this property, you know who is in which damn unit. Okay? Now, granted, there have been mistakes made at apartments where, or let the little maintenance men say they move people out the wrong apartment. Well, she put on the paperwork we were supposed to move somebody out of 1142. I guess it was supposed to be 1140. Our bad. Okay, where all my shit at? Oh, ma'am, it's in the trash. It's gone. It's there. Now, we have heard of stuff like that, but I feel like those are excuses. I feel like those are lies, not always true. Okay. And I feel like he playing on the judge's top right now. And Judge Simpson better not let him play much longer.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
I reached out to my landlord and I did get a response. So she was aware that the power was cut off the day after
It was cut off.
I technically did not even receive my summonings because, like I told you previously, I have a partner here that
Yes, she said that too. She said that in the very beginning that the power was cut off before she was even notified about anything.
helps me with my vision. And when I was supposedly served my summonings, I technically wasn't even served. They knocked on the door and I wasn't available, and they threw the paper at my partner.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to
And
worry about that. Here's what I'm
right,
getting at. I guess I was getting at. Um, it, Mr. Drukas, I'm
Yes,
not
Your
going
Honor.
to dismiss this. I'm going to set this over to the 10 because it may, and you may want to have your client and attempt to try to negotiate it. But if she's without power for those 9 days, your client may very much owe about $1,800 minimum
That's right. I was just gonna say, yeah, prorate whatever that amount is that she may owe y'all because y'all was out of damn line.
to the defendant.
Clock that T, Anna. Clock that
The
T.
is there any way that we can address escrow in the interim? Because this was a lease that ended back almost 6 months ago, or in August, and there have been no payments that
I
have been
asked
made.
for a bill and I
Hold
was
on,
never received.
ma'am,
Yes,
stop.
sir.
Be quiet.
There's
He
been
trying to
no
help you.
payments.
Yeah, there's been no payments for
Well, how much is the monthly rent?
the monthly rent is at 500.
So 500. And so how much is plaintiff claiming she owes?
Currently, we have a balance at 3480.
3480.
Correct.
Okay, well, I'm not going to have to put anything into escrow at this point because the issue is going to be your client may well owe her about 1,800 of that.
Ooh, yeah. See, y'all can go to court and try and get out of people. Okay? But be ready to lose your life. Blow a gasket when it's time for you to give up that money. And I hope y'all do got to pay that lady. That lady is legally blind. Okay? Or partially, whatever. She got vision issues. I'm going to say legally blind. And y'all sat up there and cut that lady damn power out trying to get her out their house. When y'all knew y'all should have followed the proper protocol. So obviously y'all was out of line and y'all was wrong as hell. So the judge is on your tail. Thank you so much.
And that's the floor of it under the lockout statute. So I mean, she may indeed end up owing her more. So why would I have her pay escrow at this point?
Come on, Your Honor.
So
Well,
I'm
it would
not
be-
dismissing the case. We're going to resolve this issue or figure out how we're going to resolve this issue. I'm going to set this over to January 10th.
Uh-huh. And that's what you get for logging on and logging off. Okay? That's what you get for not having your stuff in a row. Now you got to go back to your clients and explain what just happened. But guess what? They can't blame you too much. They're going to have to blame their damn self because they never should have cut that lady power out.
2025 at 2 p.m. in person.
Thank you, Ann.
Your Honor, where is this located?
At the service center by the Washtenaw County Jail. You know where we are? Hogback and Carpenter.
I'm sorry, what name? Hardback?
Hogback and Carpenter.
What did he say? Washaga? How y'all pronounce that? Is that where that Steve Avery dude is located? Washa. Let me see. I spelled it wrong, but I feel like Google will pick it up. Okay, they didn't. I need to figure that out. Is that where that Steve Avery guy is, or is Steve Avery somewhere else? Ain't he still locked up? And we don't know if he really killed the person or not for real. They said he did, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, child, that's a whole nother thing. I just heard the name, but I don't know if that's Michigan. I don't think that's
Hogback,
Michigan.
okay, and Carpenter. I am
Well,
familiar with that.
if you say Hogback like that, then that means you don't know where you're going because everybody around knows where Hogback is. So here's
I'm not
all right.
I'm not from here. I just moved here, so
Okay, no, and I can tell when you said Hogback. Okay, yeah, it's here. It's over by the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department.
okay.
Okay,
Oh,
you want me to give you
Washtenaw. I got
the
you.
address would be 4133 Washtenaw.
Okay,
Washington, I
thank you. Got
gotcha.
that. Right. Okay, thank you so much.
That's not what
Not a
state
problem.
labor is.
We'll see you
Is
then.
there? Okay, thank
Go
you.
ahead. What?
Um, what will I need to go to? How do I don't know what. So I go there. Do I need
What
anything? Do
I've
I?
heard today,
Probably your
you just need
ID.
to get here to the court hearing. We're going to try to flush out what we can flush out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
And-
Have a good New
and-
Year.
And my phone number is
You
on the
too.
paperwork. If you can give me a call,
Don't call him.
certainly I'd like to chat before the next hearing.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Now, granted, I'm sure she gonna have to talk to him because I'm sure he wants to talk to her on behalf of his client or whatever. But I just don't trust that. I don't trust him. This man literally sat up here on this damn live talking about some. When the judge asked him about who cut the power off or whatever, he says, "Well, it's from my understanding, my client owns the building or whatever." Then obviously your client cut it off, and then say, "Oh, it was done by accident." And knowing that she has a disability, I feel like he gonna try and manipulate that lady and get in her head just a little piece, okay? So whoever the person is that helps her out needs to be very close to her at that time. And I would not be talking to that attorney about motherfucking thing. You're gonna have to have conversations with me via email. Okay, because y'all was trying to do that lady in all up until the judge learned what he learned. And when the judge says that they're going to have to flesh out things and figure stuff out, I feel like the attorney is going to try to have this conversation with the woman in an effort, in my opinion, to potentially manipulate her. And these are just my opinions, not facts, okay? To potentially manipulate her and likely get her to come to some type of agreement before they even get to the damn hearing on the 10th, to where his clients don't have to pay her motherfucking thing, okay? So there's that, because right now looking like they may have to owe some money just a piece. But this was an interesting case and it was pretty short. But you guys let me know your thoughts and comments about everything. That's all that I do have for you guys at this time. I'm Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.